This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Store. I'm joined today by JMX. You could call us a penthouse. I could anyway. Maybe not you, I could.
I don't know. Yeah, almost. How's it going? Welcome to my humble abode.
It's nice. It's not. I think we'll say it's very less than humble. It's a very nice place.
There you go. It's got good facilities. Great gym, swimming pool. Been in there this morning. They're good for training camps.
Swimming this morning.
Yeah, swimming this morning and in the gym. It was good.
That sounds pretty nice then. Yeah, it's been a while since we last caught up. I think. Oh yeah, you were my last interview before I went off Dubai and Texas.
Yeah,
that was so long ago. Dubai was really fun. I guess.
Did you go to Rain? Did you go to the steakhouse? I told you.
I went to a few places. I went to a few places.
You didn't go to Rain, did you?
It's expensive. Dubai's expensive. No, but it's quite. Obviously, you're quite lucky at my age going to Dubai, like going to work out in Dubai. I feel so you can't really take too much for granted, but it's quite expensive everywhere you go. I think go to Dubai if you want to have fun. You got to have a little bit of money saved up.
Yeah, it is quite spenny. Yeah, I'll give you that.
In the evenings, use Kareem. Ubers, that's what we use. Kareem is like their version of Uber to get around. And in the evenings, you have to wait a good half hour, 40 minutes to kind of travel around using Kareem because the wait is so long. When I was out there, anyway.
So I'm going today. So I hope it's not the same. I just get black cabs.
Okay, maybe
everywhere. You just flag the taxi. The taxi's pretty reasonable.
Wait, do you know where you're staying?
I think I'm going to stay the address Fountain View or Beach Resort, one of the two. We haven't booked it yet.
Okay, why have you not booked
last minute?
Have you not booked it?
No, we last minute everything.
New Year's is going to be insanely busy.
Yeah, this is a terrible idea. It's kind of like living on the edge like that.
Last minute is fun though.
Yeah.
Like when you're trying to make your flight or trying to make the train, and it's a bit last minute, it's more fun.
Yeah, it's like once you get to the airport, that's when you start looking at accommodation. Once you've actually made the flight, but we're going to make the flight today. We're going to be well ahead of schedule, providing you don't keep me here for hours.
Have you ever missed a flight?
Yeah, I've missed a flight. Oh yeah, 100%. I think I missed one or two, but I think I've saved enough time. If you never miss a flight, then you spend too much time at airports, in my opinion. I think about how much of your life you'll spend wasting at airports because you make sure you make every flight.
Yeah.
If you add it up over time, it's better to miss a couple flights.
That's a good point, actually. Like those parents that 5 hours early.
Yeah,
but your parents like that?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like you got to be here 5 hours early. I'm like, what? I'm like, Mum, I get there like an hour on the dot, on an hour, bag closed. Thank you very much.
Have you ever flown private?
I haven't flown private.
Really?
No, I need to do that. I haven't done that yet. No, my friends have, but I don't know. I feel like for me, but I'm sure private is sick. I'm not. Private's a bit more America thing. Obviously, it's quite expensive if you fly. Unless you fly in America, it's a bit better price. But I think it's on the list to do soon. But business is as good as you need it, really, in my opinion.
How many years until private? You reckon?
I think I'll do it in the next couple of years.
Oh,
definitely.
Well,
The next couple of years, yeah.
But I think in business class, once you got that level, you can't really step back
trap.
down. You can't go back down. That's why I've never gone it because I can't.
Never do it. No. Never do it, bro. As soon as you go, then you're like, I don't want to go back. It's honestly a massive trap. I wish I was just still happy with economy, and I never tried it. So maybe I shouldn't go private. It's just
well, when you're very, very set, I think.
Yeah, when it's like genuinely like couldn't care less, then I'll do it then.
That's fair enough. Yeah, because I remember the flight from Texas to Dubai was 15 hours. Oh no, sorry, the flight from Dubai to Texas, that's 15 hours. And that's the first time I'd be like, obviously I'm sitting in the middle of two other random people, and you do feel, oh blimey, this is quite a long time.
Yeah, I did Dubai to Miami this year.
Oh wow! Okay.
And I think that was even longer. I think that was like 18 hours.
Because Miami's the other side of America.
Yeah,
that's even longer.
Yeah, it was very, very long. And I think we got on it straight after the club as well. So it was like 4 a.m. Got the flight at 6 a.m. and then started our
Such a baller lifestyle. Straight after the club, 4 a.m. Right, let's hit the plane.
It was not baller. It was terrible. I was hanging for like half my flight.
But most people, they do kind of. I think when I flew, I stepped the whole night, not for the body clock, just so you can sleep on the flight and not to watch all the films and stuff.
I can't sleep on flights. Well, I can in business. To be fair, I can in business. But if I'm not in a flatbed, I can't sleep for the life of me. That's just impossible. Not even worth trying.
Oh, yeah. Well, for me, it's kind of like a must do. So it just has to be done. Yeah, otherwise, you are screwed. But like doing the 2 5 weeks back to back wasn't too bad because I knew I had to get the work done. You knew you had to like do as much as you can. So it's kind of you forget about your hardness, and then when you're back to the UK, it all hits you. Like doing 2 5 weeks back to back is quite hard work. And so when I got back to the UK, it did hit me. I was like, blimey. And I had to get back to uni as well. And I think the first lesson I sat down, because I think I got back on. I go in uni on the Wednesday. I think I missed it. I went the next day and I sat in the class. And they're like, right, we're writing an essay, and I was like, Miss, I got work in London, and I just left. I was going to write an essay. To be fair, I did have to go down to London, but I didn't want to write a whole essay.
Bro, I've already told you on Twitter, you're going to drop out of uni, and it's going to be the best decision you've ever made. Honestly, I'm telling you. I swear by that. I swear by it.
We'll see. We'll see. It'll be quite funny. It was really funny, actually, because when I put that tweet out, I was like, should I drop out of uni? I followed my university teacher on Twitter, and she followed me back that same day.
She didn't reply, no?
No. I guess she couldn't have done it because she'd probably get in trouble.
No.
But I gave her a bunch
slide into her DMs.
I gave her a bunch of prime, so it's still fine.
Your grades, you should be having good grades anyway, so you'll be fine.
That's all right then. Right, let's move on to the Misfits crossover boxing world. Yourself, you boxed last time all the way back in October in Sheffield. Any idea when you're about next?
I'm definitely. I think in the next 3 months or so, 4 months.
Not long.
Yeah, not long. I've been training. I'm ready. I'm ready to take some heads off in 2023. Honestly, it's gonna be like 11th century Britain, and I'm going. They're cool.
I'll go back a few years.
Yeah, we're going back a few years. We're going to take heads off, a lot of them. So I'm excited for that. A lot of fights next year.
How many do you reckon?
I think 2 to 3, maybe 4. 2 to 4. We'll go 2 to 4. We'll see what comes. But no, I definitely want to get back in the ring soon. I have been taking some time to make sure that. Well, I took a bit of a break because I was fed up. With just been a long year, but I took a couple of weeks off and then straight back into training. And I decided not to fight in January. I said I didn't want to fight in January because I didn't want to train through Christmas. Yeah. And then guess what? I ran on Christmas Day. Boxing Day, I ran 15k.
Why?
I don't know. I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to train. I just it was like when I wasn't forced to do it for a boxing camp. I was like, I'm going to do it, and I just wanted to stay super fit, super ready, and just improve as much as we can. Because I think. Like people think I've been boxing for like 4 or 5 years, and technically from when I started I have, but really like I've only done like a year and a half max of actual training because I've done it in camps, and like I think I've got by probably the best physical attributes of any crossover boxer. Realistically, it's definitely up there. Like I'm tall, I'm long, I'm fast, and I'm very athletic. I just need the more time that I can put into the skill, but I think I've got the skill and I've got the mindset as well. Like I think boxing is like chess, and I understand the setups. I understand how to, play that game and try and, that ring IQ is something that I've been working to really develop. And I think I've got the ability to develop that. So I'm excited for what I can do next year with a whole another year of training under my belt, which would almost like close to double my actual training experience. So yeah.
And people will be expecting you to box like you did against Ginty. And then when actually you got another 6 months on the top of you, it'll be a lot better.
Yeah, I mean that Ginty fight was pretty horrendous in my opinion. Anyway, like I did not fight how I normally fight, how I spar week in, week out. I just kind of went out the window a little bit. I guess that's ring rust. And I was just trying super hard to knock him out, which is obviously not what I do in sparring, and you should never look for a knockout anyway. My coach has told me that many times, and I just go and do it. But yeah, so I think it was good though, because it got the ring rust off, and it was essential to get back in that crowd. And being out for 4 years, it was a bit like, oh whoa, and because I was like, I had a little bit of nerves, and I think also there's more pressure because I think I'd almost rather if it was a 50-50 fight, because it was like I have to go in there and I have to knock him out, otherwise I basically lost. It was like there's a lot of pressure on that knockout. Whereas if it's a 50-50 fight, it's like, listen, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to put it in. I know I've put the work in, but I'm not expected to win. There's almost less pressure in a way.
Did you feel the pressure?
I didn't feel any pressure until like an hour before. And I don't know if this is probably normal for everyone. Like when you're just I don't like the changing room environment. Like you've got people coming in and out. Yeah. You're locked in the changing room. You can't really do anything. You're just sitting around waiting to go to the ring. So I think the hour between the fight, from the hour before the fight started, it was a bit like, this is long. Like I just want to get in the ring and get this done and over with. But to be honest, like apart from that, I feel like that's probably me being a little bit and like complaining about a little bit of pressure when I'd imagine people go for a lot worse than like just a bit of nerves the hour before. So I think all in all, it was okay.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Good. You're okay, Joel. You're okay. I'm good. You got a few opponents. I think your division. You got Dr. Mike.
Yep.
Logan Paul. It's loads of them. Well, who's this guy? Sort of Pappy's fighting.
Yeah,
His name is
Josh.
Josh Bruckner. He's in your division.
Yeah.
So Pappy's like £10 under. He's going up £10. If Josh Bruckner does win, that could be one for you. If Josh wins.
Yeah, 100%. I want to fight Josh, and I've said that before. I'm definitely going to fight Josh at some point. I think he's obviously got quite a lot more experience than me, certainly in combat. But I still I've got the physical attributes, and I think I mean it'd be interesting to see him at Stop Happy. I think it was hard to judge him based on the last fight because he was fighting a dustbin.
You can fight him next. He's still training. What's his name?
Don't.
He's training.
He's horrendous. Honestly, I think Leon tweeted why does Chase fight like my sister?
Leon's tweets are brutal. They are hilarious though.
It's unreal. I don't know, man. I think he is.
I love that how we're both saying he. We just forgot his name.
Yeah, Chase.
Chase Demore. Yeah.
Yeah, Jace should not box anymore, basically. But yeah, no, I don't think so. That's ridiculous. I don't think that would be safe for him. Seriously, bro. Have you seen him? It's horrendous.
You don't want someone to get hurt because that's when things could get a little bit. Should just continue. If someone does get brutally hurt, like a big mismatch, and there have been mismatches before. Yeah. But they've been alright though.
Yeah, they'd be fine. Listen, it is also I think naturally you're going to get more mismatches because the opponent pool is much smaller and you're dealing with non-professional fighters. In professional fighting, normally a lot of title fights will be won by inches. It'll be super close. It'll be won by a couple rounds. And that's because people are at such a high level that they're super competitive and super close. Whereas there's less of a pool in obviously crossover boxing. So you're always going to get, it's hard to get people very evenly matched for skills. There can be some form of mismatches, but I think I think it's just natural, but it is important to try and get them as close as possible.
Yeah. There's the kind of the pool of fighters are a lot smaller. When I did professional boxing, I could do 2 interviews a day, uploading them, and now I struggle to do 1 interview a day. I always upload daily. If I haven't got an interview, I upload a clip. But the problem is, you want to work as hard as you can. And sometimes there's no one to interview. Yeah. Or some people you might have an interview before, they might not have replied, or you'll think, oh sugar, hang on, no one to interview for a while. Yeah. And then some news breaks on Jake Paul and KSI, and you're like, okay, we got something here. So it is good. But opponents wise, who do you reckon?
Yeah, Josh Bruckner's definitely one. FaZe Temp I want to fight, but he's not said a word. I could easily, I was 195. I don't know, what did he last fight? 185? Yeah, 185. So I last did 195. I could easily get to 185.
That's a lot.
That would be £10. Yeah, that's £10 off. That's not a lot.
£10 is a lot. The £10 like 7 kg, isn't it? Or 6.5 kg.
No, £10 is I think £10 is 5 kg. It's 2.2 pounds per kg. Okay. Yeah, so it's about 5 kg. That's not that much. Yeah. That's not that much. That's easy. I just have to get super ripped. I was definitely carrying 3 or 4 kg of fat in my last fight, easy. So yeah, I'd love to kill him. That would be great, and I think I would definitely kill him. Dr. Mike would be great as well, but he says something like he only wants to fight professionally, but then he goes and gets smacked in his professional fight. So I don't know if you do want to just fight professionally, bro.
I guess it's kind of like Deji. He wants to he doesn't really want to box YouTubers anymore. Yeah. He wants to box professional boxers or ex-pros because I feel like they think it's a step down if they go back down to influencer level. But it's not really because they're still going to get a massive pull, I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't think it makes any sense. Clearly, if you're trying to be a pro boxer and you lose to an MMA fighter who's not a pro boxer, then you clearly are not quite at that pro boxer level yet. So why would you only fight pro boxers? Yeah. It just makes no sense at all, and they're less interesting fights. So yeah, I mean, who do you think I should fight?
I think Dr. Mike is quite a good one. Yeah, but he hasn't boxed on Misfits. I'm not sure if he's kind of any attentions to. I think you should just see how the FaZe Temper fight's a big one as well. I think to see how it plays out. I think the Josh Bruckner one's the one for you. Yeah. I think that'd be quite a good one. Yeah, or maybe have one more. But Josh is that's a real tough one.
That's a big fight. Yeah. I think
maybe have one more before Josh and then go into Josh.
Yeah. I think that is the big fight. I think in my opinion, I think Josh is going. I don't know. I don't think there's many harder opponents out.
If I was managing you, I would say because the KSI Jake Paul, everyone says at the end of the year. Yeah. I would say have one before that and then go into the Josh Bruckner fight for the Jake Paul KSI undercard.
That would be big. I think I agree. I think there's such a massive. There is a big experience gap. But I think I potentially have a skill and certainly have a physicality gap anyway in my favor. I know I could beat him. But I think after having 4 years off and considering he's a pro fighter, I think it makes sense to build myself up. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. I think it'll be a sick fight, and I'm happy to do it at some point. I think it'll be a banger.
But you mentioned Faze Temper there.
Yeah.
Who do you think he's fighting?
It's
not you.
It's not. Unfortunately, I'm really sad. It's not me. Maybe it will be me. Maybe I don't even know yet. I'll get a late last minute call up, but I knows. I don't know. I think,
and he legit does not know who it is. People say, "Oh, he knows." He doesn't know.
You'd think that they're not going to be super good though. Surely,
Faze Temper's a big name. He's a big pull. He's a big draw.
Who do people think it could be?
Well, everyone's saying Gibb, but it's not Gibb. That's too much of a big name. I think it'd be someone, or Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Everyone's saying if that was him. That would be the most viral moment of the year.
That would be crazy. Imagine Zlatan. I'd love to scrap Zlatan. That'd be sick.
Him in the press conference.
Oh, imagine. I'm a god. That would be his words.
Did you hear the story of him? LeBron James sent him a shirt, a signed T-shirt, and Zlatan signed it, sent it back to him.
So Zlatan.
Yeah.
It was raised by lions. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, to be honest, you think if it was a massive name, would they waste all the promo and not announce it ahead of time?
Then it is hard to get fighters to the box for the right amount of money. I think lots of people are quite picky.
Yeah.
So they could have done something like, "Oh yeah, you don't have to do any promo whatsoever. Just come in and step in, and we'll pay you this much." So you never know.
I think the boxing bit is the bit that people are scared of. People are scared to lose, in my opinion, and scared to fight. I don't think people are scared of the press conferences as much and all that other promotion work. That's easy work. I think the hard thing is when you go into the ring and essentially risk your life and you try and kill the other man across you. That's the tough bit. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. I think it's a cool concept though. I like it. It's very
WWE
creative.
Royal Rumble.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that, but it's sick.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm surprised they used it on this card because this card's already going to sell out. I'm surprised they didn't use it on like one of the other cards.
Yeah.
I guess it just proves that the other cards they got coming up are going to be just as good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. Misfits are killing it.
But let's just talk through that card. With Josh Pappy, Josh Bruckner.
Your prediction? Ooh, I mean, last time.
I wish I could do like a whole prediction video, but you can't if you're the interviewer. It's annoying.
Yeah, I think so. Like I predicted last time that Josh was going to steamroll Chase on Twitter, and it happened. And that was very obvious. I think Pappy will obviously be far, far tougher. He's going to have a big size disadvantage. I don't know, I think this is going to be a proper scrap. Who's my gut? I love Pappy as well. My gut would edge Josh.
Well, I guess you've seen more footage of him, haven't you? And Pappy, you've seen the Halal Ham fight. That's ages ago.
Yeah.
And you saw 10
and
seconds.
Just knock someone out real quick.
But the way he knocked him out and the way he moves Pappy though.
Yeah. Oh no.
It wasn't like a swinging knockout.
Legit, man. I think he's super legit. But it's like Josh Bruckner's much bigger. Much bigger. He's going to be heavier. He's very experienced as well. I think it'd be close.
Pappy's going up 10 pounds.
Yeah, I think it could go either way. Like, genuinely, I think it could go either way very easily.
It'd be a decision, like you were saying earlier, one of those decisions are really close.
Yeah, I think it'll be a close decision. I think it'll be a proper scrap, though. And I think it's going to be a sick fight.
And then moving up the card, I think that fight, I don't think it's a co-main. I think Slim and Tom Zanetti is a co-main.
Yeah.
Do you see Slim walking through Tom, or do you think Tom's quite tough?
I think Tom seems pretty tough, but I still think Slim will walk through him. I don't think it's a massive challenge for him personally. Tom Zanetti was going to fight a random bum last time, and so now he's fighting Slim. I just don't think he'll have the experience, and I think physicality wise, I think Slim wins that. I wish one day I'm considering maybe just losing 20 pounds just so I can slap Slim up.
So Slim got to come up 10, and you'll have to come down 10.
Yeah, no, I could lose. I could lose 20. Honestly, it just take a couple.
There'll be anything left.
There'll be anything left. I'll lose a bit of muscle for a little while, but that'd be cool. It'd be worth it. It'd be well.
Slim's a big name. He's got the belt now as well.
Yeah, and he's just I don't know. He thinks he's Muhammad Ali, so it'd be enjoyable.
Slim's great because he talks the talk and then he walks the walk as well. You want that? Yeah, for any fight you promote.
Head on head. That would be sick. That'd be sick.
Because last time you were trying to talk trash at the press conference, but there's no one to kind of give it back. Because Ginty ain't like much of a trash talker. He's a nice kid.
Yeah, no, Ginty's a nice kid, and I did throw a slight par at Slim, a slight shade at Slim, but he didn't. I don't think he clocked it. I think he was just completely oblivious. And yeah, no, but I think that fight would be sick. And I honestly, I think I'd kill him because I think he's just so. I mean, I don't think he'd be able to deal with the power. I still don't see how he can hit hard. He's just such skinny rat. Like, I don't understand it.
He hits hard.
Slim
hits hard.
He's small people hard.
But he knocked out FaZe Temper, and FaZe Temper's a bigger guy.
But FaZe Temper is also skinny as in my opinion. Don't you think?
I guess they got more of a slim figure, haven't they?
Yeah.
The skinny figure, skinny body type.
Slim's figure. Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, he did, but I just think Temper's not. Clearly, hasn't got a chin. Has anyone else tested his chin like that?
No.
So
I just think Overflow, and then it was King Kenny. Those are the two fights he had.
But he didn't take any big shots.
No massive shots, really. No.
So there you go. You don't know. But we'll see. We'll see one day.
And what do you make of the KSI Dillon Danis having no rehydration clause?
I mean, it's something they probably shouldn't have had to agree with. If it was agreed with beforehand, like I'm a big believer in, like, if a deal's a deal, you agree the terms, then that's fine. Doesn't matter what the terms are, as long as everyone agrees them, that's fine. Then you don't go back on that. But I think KSI doesn't give a shit and knows he's probably going to kill Dillon. So he's like, you know what, you're being a little bit, but you can try and have this. And he doesn't care anyway. He doesn't care either way. So I don't think it'll make a huge difference personally.
Do you think that Dillon Danis is a tougher fight with KSI or Logan Paul?
Do I think Dillon Danis is tougher than Logan Paul?
Do you think Dillon Danis gives KSI a tougher fight or Logan Paul a tougher fight?
As in stylistically?
Yeah, just in a boxing match. Because he was meant to fight Logan, but Logan got injured.
Yeah. Stylistically. I mean, Logan was quite good at using his range. So, and Logan have obviously a reach advantage over Dillon, but JJ won't have a reach advantage over Dillon, will he? No. So I'd say maybe it's a harder fight for JJ just purely because of that, because Dillon's a bit taller. But I don't think it's going to be a tough fight. I think both of them dispatch him pretty easily. I think it's going to come down to boxing ability, realistically. And I think, JJ's got him in basically every area.
I saw JJ the other day. They went down to London Street Fighters. They got a good setup there.
Yeah.
They don't really care who he is. They just train him as much as they can.
Yeah, they just.
They do. They go hard on JJ.
Yeah. No, I've heard they've got a reputation of being fucking tough as shit, and they go hard. But that's what
DiCaprio could go in there. Leonardo DiCaprio could go in there, and they wouldn't care. They're still
Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. You got to go. The more pain you go through, the tougher you'll be, and that's what you'll thank yourself on fight night. It's much better to go through the pain in training than it is to go through the pain on fight night. Trust me.
And I know you always call out Logan Paul yourself, but you'd have to go through a number of good 3-4 opponents before that can even talk.
Logan Paul called me out first, by the way, because I don't know if people know that, but Logan Paul actually called me out first after the MMA fight.
Was it on his podcast?
Yes, on his podcast he called me out, and then he started this up again, started chatting shit again. But yeah, I definitely going to need to go through a few fights because obviously he's out for a while. He's fighting all sorts at the moment, but it's definitely not any YouTubers. Yeah, I mean, I wish him a speedy recovery. People were a bit pissed off last time about the fake WWE thing. I mean, I was just saying WWE is fake. I'm not saying his injury is fake. I'm sure that's completely real, obviously. But yeah, I genuinely wish he has a speedy recovery because I want to beat the fuck out of him.
That's got a good way to end it. You're off your flight. How long we got?
My watch is wrong.
My watch is right. Oh no, I'm not even wearing my watch. Phone's here.
It's impossible.
Do you have a watch collection?
I do. I have a bit of a watch collection. Yeah.
Is that an investment? Like in 10 years' time, they'll sell for more.
Well, I mean, I made 50 grand on that watch. Really? My other I have 3 watches. And then I also had another one, but it got stolen, which is very sad. Really? It got stolen twice actually.
Did you realise it got stolen?
Yeah, no, I was a little bit drunk, but I got like there were like 6 people and they jumped me, but I was too drunk to fight them. In just outside London club.
Okay. Is London as bad? The media say it is London.
Yeah, it is. I don't wear my watches out ever now. I'm just done with that shit. I don't do it. I'm gonna go to Dubai and I'm gonna be fine. I don't give a fuck because I know that it's super safe. But London is it's so bad with that shit. It's a broken city in regard to that because they just don't do anything. Like if you get robbed for your watch, I wouldn't even bother going to the police because they're never going to do anything.
You ever considered living in Dubai?
Yeah, definitely. I think one day, or maybe I'd do like London.
If you do your work online, and you can still train out in Dubai.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't even move there.
No, definitely. I mean, I think I obviously have my family here and all my friends, so. But it's definitely on the radar, and I'd like the idea. I'd probably do like London and Dubai, and because Dubai gets too hot for a long period of time.
Yeah, that's true. In the summer,
so I wouldn't want to live there then.
I remember. I went in winter. Right now, it's turning up to be the summer, so you want to leave there quick. And then Dubai tax is like 0% as well.
Exactly.
That's one everyone. The real reason everyone kind of moves there. Yeah. But you got to wish the light. But I appreciate you having me over today.
Absolutely,
Thank you,
Fred. Fantastic. Pleasure as always. Thank you for having me.